Welcome to episode 2 of the Mark Flips trading program. Within this episode, we are going to discuss about trading psychology. What is trading psychology? Like I explained on the previous video, trading psychology is the overall thinking when it comes to trading. Trading psychology is all that has to do with your brain. And on this episode, I want to teach you something that has helped me become successful in trading by changing my mindset. I'm here to rewire your brain. So within this episode, there are different other modules on which we will cover throughout the course. These modules will help you rewire and break all the limiting beliefs, all the unnecessary stuff, and all the rubbish that you've been fed up during the years that you were when you were growing up to the point where you actually started trading, and to the point where you feel like, okay, this is a scam, I'm not gonna get successful in this business. I'm going to break out and clear all that and brainwash you into a new being, into understanding the real ways of you to become a successful trader. Because mindset is 80%. For me, it is even like 90%. Many people usually state that it's 80% trading and 20% technicals. But for me, trading psychology carries 90% of my success in trading. Because without the mindset, I wouldn't even be here. I wouldn't even be teaching you about trading right now. So that is why it is very important, because I know you are very eager to learn how you're gonna make money, and we will get there. But I want you to become a successful and a sustainable trader while making profit as well. So in order for you to achieve that, you need to have the right mindset. You need to have the right ways of thinking, so that when even you get on the chart, you'll just be like, wow, it's this simple. Because if you don't achieve that, or if you don't learn that early on, it will be quite hard for you to achieve the success that you are looking for. There's this famous story about Picasso. If you don't know who Picasso is a famous painter back in the 1800s in, I think he was French. I don't remember very well, but I think he was French. So Picasso was busy at the park. He was just painting, and this woman approached him, and he asked Picasso, can you draw a portrait of me? And Picasso was, yeah, sure, fine, let me do it for you. Then he started painting her. It took him like 15 minutes, and he was done painting her, and it was a perfect portrait of her. So when she asked, so how much are you going to charge me? Picasso told her it's going to cost you, I think it was $40,000 at the time, which was a lot of money by the time. And the woman was shocked, like, how is it $40,000 and it just took you like 7 minutes to draw me? And Picasso's answer was what's the moral of the whole episode for this episode. Picasso told her, like, for you it is 7 minutes, but for me it is hard. It is tens of years that I was working, trying to draw the right stroke, on how to draw, the right force to use of the pencil when drawing. A lot of things came into play for me to actually achieve that in 7 minutes. And that is exactly what happened to me on the previous video, where I showed you I took an account from $10 to $55 within just 2 hours. For you, it can be just 2 hours, but for me, it is 7 years of hard work, 7 years of compounding knowledge. I had to go through 7 years of trials and tribulations, blowing account and account, testing different strategies in order for me to find a sustainable way where I can do it consistently and multiple times without failing, or without having the losses to many times. So implementations will require you to repeat what you're going to learn throughout this course many times. So within this episode, you will have different modules. So when you log in on your profile, you have different modules, the modules which will cover different topics. So within this module, you have different topics which will talk about rewiring your brain, beliefs, changing your beliefs, and having the 90% rule, on which this 90% rule, or I like to call it the golden rule, where this golden rule will give you and guide you on how to think, on the right mindset, on the right strategies for you to become a successful trader. So within this episode, the question that you need to have, or you ask yourself before you go on the next modules, is why haven't you succeeded in trading up to now? Why haven't you become a success until now? Why are you still on the 90% of the statistics of people who lose in trading?
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
First off, you need to understand that there is no holy grail. So if you're chasing a holy grail, or if you're losing in the market consistently because you're looking for the holy grail, then you need to understand that there is no perfect strategy. All strategies lose, but what separates us from the winners and the losers is that winners have the right risk to reward ratios, meaning that when you have the right risk and the right reward, even if you have a losing streak, the rewarding trade will cover all your losses. This is a rule that I've lived with for the past 7 years. It's a rule that has separated me from people who are consistently complaining that they are losing in trading. You need to also be a conscious trader, meaning that you always need to understand what's going on. What's going on your trading strategy? What's going on in your mind? You need to understand, like, what are you feeling at the moment? Even at this point in time when you're watching this video, you need to ask yourself, what am I feeling?
I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't.
What are you actually feeling? What is the feeling towards trading? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling overwhelmed? Because, for example, there was a point in time where I was feeling very overwhelmed. I was down. I was down so bad. I was having multiple losses. My girlfriend broke up with me at the time. I was losing money in trading, and my rent was due. So I had a lot of things going on at the same time. So when I came into trading, I found myself like I blew the account very quickly because I didn't take or pay attention to what was going on around my life. And this is something that many people overlook. You might be having the perfect strategy. You might even have the greatest strategy when it comes to the charts. But you even ask yourself, you wonder, like, why am I losing? But I had the right, like, let me ask, and I think you've gone through this before. You've done this before, where you are having you've done your analysis, you've looked at the charts, everything is looking perfect. Even if you are using indicators, all indicators are aligning, the trade is going down. But the moment you place the trade goes against you. You lose, and the next 5 minutes, the trade starts playing out and it hits your take profit. I'm pretty sure you've experienced that, maybe even more than once. And you often wonder, like, why am I losing? You even reach a point where, like, I'm done with this. You are angry, you start chasing the trade after it has hit your take profit, and you end up losing more than what you actually anticipated. And usually it comes down to your mindset. It's not even a strategy problem. It's not even a you problem. It's your mind. What were you thinking when you were on the trade? Usually when you calm down now, when you follow the steps that you will be learning on the next modules, you learn that it all had to do with what you were thinking. You might have been worried that the trade was going before you. You saw a bearish candle and you jumped in because you were afraid that the trade, you will miss out on the trade. Fear of missing out, or FOMO for most of you. You might have been scared to take an early trade, so the trade went before you and you jumped after the trade has already gone. So these are things that you need to pay attention, and you need to be a conscious trader for you to actually learn those things. And if you are not, you might have been missing out on very potential trades, or even losing when you were not supposed to be losing, or maybe you are closing trades early on without even you realizing that. It happens so often that you don't even think of it, and usually it comes down to the mindset. It all has to do with the mindset.
Whoa, whoa. Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
So this is why many people say that the eyes are useless when the mind is blind. So when your mind is blind, the eyes are useless. You might see something here and it doesn't play out for you because you are actually blind. Your mind is actually blind. So try to navigate yourself through the bright lens. You try to navigate yourself through the bright lens because you're not actually seeing everything. You're just there, like placing trades just because you know this is a right pattern. Maybe you see a head and shoulder and you know that head and shoulders are suggesting that the trade is gonna go down, the market is gonna go down. So you just take trades because you know that it's gonna play out, the pattern is gonna play out, but you often end up losing, or you end up even closing the trade halfway. And at the end of the day, the next trade that you take wipes out all the profit that you made on the previous trade. The reason why this keeps happening is because you are working on a blind mind. You're working with just your eyes and your mind is totally blind, and this is what you're going to be wiping out throughout the whole lessons that are coming on the next few episodes or the next few modules.
No, for real, don't play like that.
Markets are very simple, especially the VIX market. It's very simple because it's all about the technicals. It doesn't have to do with the fundamentals that are going out around the world. You don't have to look at Jerome Powell. You don't have to look at Forex Factory. It's all about the charts. It's very, very simple. But when you have an open mind, when you have cleared every rubbish that's in your mind and you've adapted everything that's on the charts and on your mind, and you have the clear mindset and you're working as a whole, one being, your mind and your eyes are working as one being, then you'll be able to find the success in trading. You'll be able to find the right ways of growing the markets, and you'll see what the truest potential of the market is. So within the next modules, you'll be able to rewire your brain, rewire and clear all the rubbish that was on your mind in the previous years before you started trading. And this is why this is very important. It doesn't matter if you learned from me before. It doesn't matter if you're just starting out right now. With this mindset modules, you will be able to rewire your brain. You will be able to gain the right strategy, the right mindset that will help you separate yourself from being another statistics of the 90% of traders who lose. So without further ado, let's get into the next modules. Congratulations to everyone who has reached the far end of these videos. So I'm excited for what you have to learn further in the course materials. In our course page, you'll get full access to the full course and all other resources that will help you get in the right track for you to become a successful trader. There are many more resources on the trading psychology module and also the trading strategy module, where you learn exactly the strategy step by step on every concept that you need to apply in order for you to find the success. And in order to get the full access to the full course and full resources, you will need access to the course, whereby the course goes for $55. But for everyone who has reached the far end of this video, you'll get access to the course for just $23. And that's not just it. You get access to the course for 3 months, because like I said, it will take you 90 days for you to build a lifestyle around trading. And I want you within those 3 months to be able to get access to the full resources in order for you to learn, adapt, and change and grow. So you'll be able to adapt to the strategy in order to grow your strategy, grow your mindset, and in order to adapt everything and the concepts that you learn. So within those 3 months, also you'll get access to the trading floor. On the trading floor, you'll get access to my trading alerts. So like I say, I don't want you to just be going through the course and without actually doing it on the live market. So we'll be trading on the live market on the trading floor. So for everyone who will be able to join the course, you will also get access to the trading floor, where I send my trading alerts. These will allow you to get full access to the trade to the live charts, where also you'll be able to learn how I broke down the charts and also be able to take part on the trades so that you will be able to learn and earn at the same time. So without further ado, click the link on the description, which will take you straight to my Telegram. Just send in a message for everyone who is interested, and the offer is only available for the first 20 people to send me the message. So I do hope I'll see you there, and I'll see you on the full course by the next click of the link. So catch you all there, and as always and all, I'm looking from afar and always rooting for you. Cheers.